So in this video, I'm going to talk about how I am approaching prop firms for 2023 and 2024, because after everything that is happening, everyone is asking themselves, are prop firms even safe? Should I go for prop firms? And how do I approach prop firms now? And don't worry, I got you covered, and in this video, we are going to cover all of that. So let's start off with the first topic, which is, are prop firms safe? And the reality is that nothing is ever 100% safe. You never have something that is good without having some underlying risk going on. What I would tell you about prop firms right now is that we have been exposed to the fact that there is risk. But what is the actual risk? Well, the money that I'm putting in and me not being profitable, losing this money. Else, it's all opportunity to make money once you get funded, right? Because you get the refund, you may get a payout, etc. So the risk is based on the amount of money that you're putting into the prop firm. Now, some people ask me, why do you still use prop firms after everything that happened with my Forex funds? And the reality is because there's still a good opportunity in my mind. And why do I say this? Well, because right now I am still 7 figures funded. So I still have more than $1 million of assets under management, which means that with those prop firms that I still have funding with, I can still make money. And I now have no risk on any of those accounts because I've gotten a profit split on all of them and I've received the refund of all of those accounts. There's no risk, only upside potential or someone removing these accounts, which means that I only lose the upside potential. My downside is limited. If someone removes my 200k funded account, I didn't really lose anything. I lost the opportunity of making money. That does not mean that I lost something. And that's why I want to tell you that, are prop firms safe? Well, we'll never know because we don't know what is happening on the back end. But what is the risk that you are willing to take? What is the risk that you are taking? Because now people are like, oh my god, like they are this biggest scam and whatever. And like, first of all, no, because they do not promise you returns. They're basically paying you for the data and you are never forced to put money in. So stop looking for excuses on why you blew $2,000 on challenges that you were not able to blow before. And if you think that prop firms are predatory, you are in for a wild ride when you dive into the world of unregulated brokers and just retail trading in general. With that out of the way, meaning that I am still going to use prop firms, the approach that I take in terms of mindset is exactly this of, okay, I've put this amount of money in, this is the amount that I'm willing to risk, either by losing the challenge or me losing the funded account, which is what happened with my Forex fund. So I had just passed a 100k account and I didn't receive the refund from that account, which is fine. It is what it is. It was $400 for me, which takes me to my next point. How much are you risking? This is where we dive into the approach of prop firms. I want you to always keep in mind the concept that I came up with, which is the comfort number. How much are you willing to lose on any single challenge that is not going to affect your life? Now, I've said this a million times. I'm not going into a 200k challenge and risking 4% just like I do on a 100k challenge. Why? Because $1,000 like that is still out of budget for me to lose, while the 400 is still a risk to reward that I'm willing to take. Now, this is something that you need to think of yourself. How much are you willing to risk given the amount of time that you think that you are going to take to pass or fail the challenge? So let's say that you on average take like 2 weeks depending on the risk management or a month. That means that you should probably only be taking like 1 challenge per month, right? And by the way, a very quick hint, if you lose one challenge, don't directly buy another one. Why? Because if you lost a challenge with unlimited trading days, with a profit target, and you just blew through 10%, then maybe you should probably look at your edge first instead of buying another challenge. Have an edge. But so let's say that you are taking a challenge once every 2 months. What is the budget that you have available into investing in challenges that you wouldn't mind losing every 2 months? That is your comfort number. That is how you are going to be able to take a prop firm challenge and not be too emotionally attached to it. Again, my comfort number is up to $500 per challenge, and because of that, I'm not going over 100k challenges to try to get funded quick. And this is where we go to the different phases that the challenges have and these prop firms have, which is the challenge phase. You need to understand how much you are willing to risk. Are you going to risk 1%? This is what I recommend most people doing, depending on how many trades you take per day / per week. Because if you're taking more than 5 trades per week, you should probably be risking 0.5%. And if you want me to make a part 2 of this video just focused on risk management and a whole risk management protocol that is going to be catered to you, let me know in the comment section, and also leave a like on the video. It's going to help the algorithm, and I'm trying to get to 70,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So let's see if we can make that happen. But yeah, definitely either risk 0.5% or 1%, depending on how fast you want to pass a challenge and how much that challenge means to you. And then once you have a good amount of assets under management and profit splits and etc., that's where you would go the aggressive route, where you are risking more in order to pass quick. But that is only like further down the line. Then obviously, before going on to any challenge, it's always good to have money coming in, either from a job or from anything else that you might have going on in your life, because again, it's going to remove the stress factor from the challenges. Now into the live phase. Well, in the live account, this is where I would tell you to first remove risk as quick as possible, meaning if you profit a little bit, don't try to be greedy and go for a big payout first. Just get the profit split, get the refund, remove your risk, and then just go about your day. People are so focused on making a lot of money quick that they end up just blowing the challenges and then blaming whatever it is. Just remove your risk first. Think about your money. I don't know what is going on in people's mind that they only think about the possible return. I can get a 50k payout and I can make so much money, and they haven't even removed the risk. Just remove the risk first. That has always been my approach. I have had challenges where my first profit split on the funded account was like $40 to receive $1,000 worth of refund. Do you know how much of a game changer that is? The fact that first profit split, you can literally get the full refund. No risk afterwards. How do you think that I feel when I have $1 million of assets under management with no risk on my side? So again, on the live account, take quick profits, get the refund, get the profit split, and just don't worry anymore. Then the amount that you should risk, again, it can be a whole separate video. So again, leave a like and comment that you want to see part 2 in order for me to know that you're actually interested. But this is where I would normally recommend you to risk around 0.25% of assets under management. So for me, I have $1 million of assets under management. So I am right now risking $2,000 per trade, which means 0.2% of everything that I have, which for some people, they understand that everything that I have is actually only $100,000, which is 10% of the available drawdown. So yeah, my goal is always to risk between 0.2 and 0.25% of all of my assets under management. So let's move on to the next step, because this is now the real reality that prop firms present us, which is, again, they are just a stepping stone. So what I've been doing right now, all of my prop firms that I still have access to, because I lost access to some previous accounts that had some profit splits, they're all going into my TradeZella. Started a partnership not long ago. You get 10% off. Again, link in the description is going to be an affiliate link. There's also a code. TradeZella. It's actually a game changer. And then everything is synced automatically into the TradeZella, and I can use that as a track record in order to present to investors. I've shown my track record to 2 different people, and they were interested in providing me funding. And here we are talking about investors. And again, this comes to show that this is what prop firms are here for. The goal is for you to use them as a stepping stone to then go on to the bigger leagues. You think 100k is a lot? Wait until you see what 1 year worth of track record or 2 years is able to get you in the real market with the real investors. For them, 100k, 500k is really nothing. It's chump change. So you can get way more if you take this on the professional route. For that, you need to journal. For that, you need a strategy, just like you need for all of these steps before. You should have the journal, you should have the strategy, but then the prop firms may give you the capital that will then make you be able to focus on trading. And then you see this cycle that you can use prop firms as a stepping stone to then go professional. Then some people are like, oh, you're not going professional. Wait a year and we'll see where I am at. But yeah, this is how I would tell you to approach prop firms. Again, let me know in the comments that you are here with this emoji right here. And also let me know that you want to see part 2 by commenting and leaving a like. So check the links for TradeZella in the description if you guys want to actually go pro. If you want to use prop firms, the ones that I personally use are linked in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next week. Bye.